Hi everybody, Carissa here with Inky Fairy Designs, and I wanted to share with you how I created this card using paper smooches stamps and the new Just Add Watercolor um, paper by Cosmo Cricut. So this is the card I created, and I was going to go ahead and blog it without a video, but then I decided that it was so easy and quick to put together that I would create this video and show you. This is the stamp set that I'm using. It is by Paper Smooches and it is called Kudos. I actually won it on Instagram and I'm super excited and I couldn't wait to stamp it. And so all of this just sort of came together. I love the big bold fonts of the stamp set and they're great for encouragement cards or thank you cards. And I also like the handsome sentiment because you could really make some great masculine cards using that stamp set. So this is the Just Add Watercolor paper by Cosmo Cricut. It's brand new. I got the 12 by 12 paper pad and I really like it. It has a lot of different sizes in it. So you can see it has some 4 by 6 patterns and it has some 8 by 10s. It also has some 12 by 12s, which is what I used for my cards today. And I just cut it down to 6 by 4 pieces that I could use. And I actually cut down quite a bit so that I could just grab them and color them really quick if I needed to make a card. I saw this technique that I'm going to use today on Dawn's channel at W+9. When I saw it, I was completely wowed and I knew I had to give it a try with some of the sprays that I happen to have in my stash. And this technique works really well with any water-based spray, craft spray that you might have. Today I'm using Imagine Crafts Fireworks Spray, which has a really great shimmer to it. So all you need is like a plastic pocket or any type of plastic, maybe an acetate sheet or something like that. And I added some water and then I'm adding my sprays and just randomly adding the color to the plastic. Now I'm going to flip that over onto my dry watercolor panel and press it down with my fingers and kind of rub the color through the plastic all around. And when I lift it up, you'll see the beautiful color that's left behind. I think it's such a cool way to add watercolor, not just to this paper, but to any kind of watercolor paper that you have. Creates really great, fun backgrounds. So the cool thing about this paper is it has a resist, and it has a white resist, and it also has the gold leaf resist, which I think is just beautiful. So all you need to do to make that pop is take a clean wet wipe and rub it around on the resist areas, and it'll clean the color up off, and you'll see the white pop. So I love how the shimmer sprays just really add that pretty texture to the card. I'm using Dynamics by My Favorite Things. I really love these dies. I used them in a previous video, and I'm serious, I use them on all of my cards now. They're just really cool. They make putting together cards super fast and easy. I actually am using the stitched rounded corner die from the Blueprints 22. I'm going to do some embossing, some black embossing on vellum. So I am using Tsukaneko Versafine in Onyx Black, and I'm also going to be using some Imagine Crafts black embossing powder on top. Now I could have used a clear embossing stamp, but I really wanted a clear definition of my sentiment, so I thought I would just stamp in black and also emboss in black. So here I am, and I'm just using a coffee filter to catch the unused embossing powder, and now I'm going to go ahead and heat emboss that. Okay, so now I've taken a pink cardstock that matches the pink spray that I used, and I cut that to about 1/4 of an inch smaller than my card base. And since my trimmer is dull, I'm using my scissors to just add some additional distressing along the edges so that it doesn't matter. And to attach the vellum, I am using some glue, and I am basically hiding it behind the stamping and the embossing. So I'm just adding some tiny dots right where I stamped, and then I will be able to adhere the vellum directly to my watercolor panel, and you won't even be able to see where the glue is. However, it will be nice and adhered to the card. I'm also going to turn it over and wrap that vellum around the watercolor piece, and using some adhesive I will adhere those down, and then my entire vellum paddle would be completely secured to the card. So to attach my watercolor panel to the pink layer, I am using some foam adhesives. I love using foam adhesives to attach any type of watercolor paper because it kind of camouflages any warping that had occurred when using a wet medium. And I also wanted to apologize for my hair in the shots a few times. I'm using a new tripod that I'm testing out, and because of that, it's a completely different angle than I am used to. So I'm not sure if I like it, but I think it's like with anything else when it's new, it just takes some getting used to, and I'm going to have to get used to this new angle and maybe try some different angles, so bear with me as I continue making videos for you. So I'm attaching that entire panel to my A2 car base, which is 4¼ by 5½ inches, and it's a top folding card. So the final thing that I'm doing on my card today is adding some sequins just for some additional bling and embellishing to the card. I am using these gold hearts, and I believe they're by Pretty Pink Posh. But I'm not entirely sure because I don't label my sequins. I don't label a lot of things, honestly. But anyway, the clear sequins are Moonshine by Simon Says Stamps. And to adhere my sequins, I'm using Zot's Bling. These are glue dots, and they're super tiny, and I think they're great for adding gems and sequins and any of your really tiny embellishments that you don't want to see adhesive behind. So I take my tweezers and I add the sequin directly on top of the glue dot on the paper that it comes on, and then I can adhere it down and pull it off of that release paper and put it onto my card and press it down firmly, and then it's completely secure. So I do that with each of the sequins, and that finishes up my card for today. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this look at the new watercolor paper by Cosmo Cricut. I had a lot of fun playing with it, and if you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up and follow me if you'd like to see more videos. Also, take a look at my blog at www.inkyfairydesigns.com to see more pictures of today's project. Thanks again, and see you next time.